Living alone after 70 isn't just lonely, it can be dangerous. Silent risks are everywhere. Falls that happen when no one's around to help, skipped meals leading to weakness, routines that slowly fall apart. You might not notice these dangers until it's too late. Many older adults make the same mistakes, and they pay the price with their health and safety. Mistakes that steal your strength, your freedom, even your life. And most people don't even realize it. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 critical mistakes that quietly hurt seniors living alone. Especially mistake number 5. It shocks almost everyone. This isn't about scaring you, it's about saving you. You deserve to stay independent and safe. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly how to fix these dangers before they cost you more than you can afford. Number 1, neglecting home safety can lead to serious accidents. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: home safety. Especially for older adults, small changes at home can make a huge difference. But when we skip those changes, we're leaving ourselves open to serious risks. Take Margaret, for example. She's 78, lives in Tulsa, and always loved how cozy her house felt with throw rugs in every room. But one morning, just heading to the bathroom like any other day, she slipped on one of those rugs, fell, and broke her hip. Just like that, her life changed. Recovery was long and painful, and suddenly she couldn't do many of the things she used to enjoy. Now compare that to Lena. She's the same age, lives in the same town, but she took some early steps to make her home safer. She put in grab bars in the bathroom, laid down non-slip mats, got rid of loose rugs, and even added a few night lights in the hallway. She hasn't had a single fall in over 10 years. This isn't just about bad luck. Falls are actually one of the leading causes of injury for older adults. And most of them happen right at home, usually in places we think of as safe, like the bathroom, the hallway, or the kitchen. But the good news is there are some really simple ways to make your home safer. Start with the bathroom. Install grab bars near the toilet and inside the shower. These can make getting up or moving around so much easier and safer. Next, think about lighting. When you wake up in the middle of the night, it's easy to lose your balance if you can't see clearly. Night lights in the hallway and bathroom can help guide your way and prevent a misstep. If you've got rugs, make sure they're either taped down with strong double-sided tape or consider removing them altogether. Loose rugs are one of the most common trip hazards. Even a little corner sticking up can cause a big accident. And don't forget about the furniture. Rearranging a few pieces to create clear, wide paths can really help you move around without bumping into anything. Especially if you're using a walker or cane, space matters more than you think. A safe home isn't about giving up comfort. It's about keeping your freedom. The more you can avoid accidents, the more you can keep living independently, doing what you love, and enjoying your space. So take a look around your home today. See what small changes you can make. And if you've already made your home safer, go ahead and comment "Safe Home" below. We'd love to hear how you did it. Number 2, skipping regular social interaction. Let's talk about something that doesn't always get the attention it deserves: social connection. It might not seem like a big deal at first, but skipping regular time with others can seriously affect your health. Loneliness is more than just feeling a little sad. Over time, it can raise your risk of depression, heart disease, and even dementia. And the tricky part is, it often sneaks up quietly. Take Jim, for example. He's 82, used to be active in his church group every week. Then one day he just stopped going. At first he thought he just needed more rest, but soon he noticed he was sleeping way more than usual, dragging through the day with no energy. He didn't even realize how isolated he had become. It was his daughter who noticed the change. She gently encouraged him to try something new, a local men's breakfast club. It felt awkward at first, but after a few mornings of coffee and good conversation, Jim started looking forward to it. Now he has a group of buddies he chats with every week, and he's got that spark back in his step. And there's real science behind that change. A Harvard study found that strong social ties don't just make us feel good, they can actually help us live longer and keep our brains sharper. In older adults, regular connection with others supports emotional health, improves memory, and reduces the risk of serious illnesses. So if you or someone you love has been spending more and more time alone, it might be time to make a small change. You don't have to jump into a crowd. Start simple. Set up a weekly call with your grandkids, your cousin, or an old friend. If you enjoy group settings, check out a local club or a faith group. Many communities also have senior centers where you can meet people your age who are looking for the same thing, connection. And if you're not sure how to get there, ask about rides. Many places are happy to help with transportation. Or consider volunteering. Not only does it get you out and about, it gives your day a sense of purpose. It's not about being busy all the time. It's about feeling connected and seen. Because staying social isn't just good for the soul, it's powerful medicine for the body and mind. Number 3, poor medication management. Why it matters more than you think. Let's talk about something that happens more often than we realize. Medication mix-ups. For older adults, this can be more than just an inconvenience. It can lead to serious confusion, health problems, or even a trip to the emergency room. And the tricky part is, it often starts with small mistakes. Take Gloria for example. She's 76, active and sharp, but she was taking one of her morning pills at night without even realizing it. On top of that, she accidentally mixed it with another medication. The result? Dizziness and a few scary falls that could have been much worse. Thankfully, after speaking with her pharmacist, Gloria made just a couple of simple changes. She got a weekly pill organizer, the kind with AM and PM sections, and set alarms on her phone to remind her when it was time to take each dose. Since then, no more confusion and no more falls. Just peace of mind. This kind of story isn't rare. As we get older, it's normal to take more medications, and that means more chances for things to go wrong, missing a dose, doubling up, or taking the wrong pill at the wrong time. All of that can affect digestion, blood pressure, memory, and more. But the good news is you can take control with just a few easy steps. Start with a 7-day pill box that has a slot for morning and evening. It helps you see right away if you've taken your dose or not. Then set reminders on your phone or ask a voice assistant like Alexa or Google Home to nudge you when it's time. And here's something a lot of people forget. You can ask your pharmacist once a year to review everything you're taking. They can catch problems early and help you avoid bad interactions. The goal here isn't to add stress. It's to make life easier, to feel safe and steady, and to stay independent. When your medications are working for you, not against you, you feel better every day. And that's something worth aiming for. Already using a pill organizer? Hit like to show others it works. It's a small tool that can make a big difference. Number 4, not having an emergency plan. This one's something most people do not think about until it's too late. And honestly, it can make all the difference. Take Raymond, for example. He's 80, lives alone, pretty independent. One morning, he slipped in the kitchen and could not get up. He lay there on the cold floor for over 12 hours. No one knew, no one came. And by the time someone finally checked, he was dehydrated, in pain, and needed a long hospital stay just to recover. Now compare that to Ellen. She's 75, also lives by herself, but every morning she sends a quick text to her sister. If her sister doesn't hear from her by 10 a.m., she calls or drops by. It's simple, but that one habit gives her peace of mind and a safety net. Here's the truth. Having an emergency plan does not mean you expect something bad to happen. It just means you're ready in case it does. And that readiness could be the reason you stay safe, recover faster, and avoid serious complications. If you live alone or know someone who does, setting up a daily check-in is one of the easiest first steps. It could be a neighbor, a friend, or a family member. Just someone who knows to expect a quick message from you every day. And if they don't hear from you, they know it's time to check in. Keep a list of emergency contacts by the phone. Or even better, write it big and stick it on the fridge. If someone else comes in to help, they know who to call right away. And then there are medical alert systems. Many of them are wearable, some even waterproof, so you can keep them on all the time, even in the shower, which is where a lot of falls happen. You press a button and help is on the way. Here's something important. Doctors say getting help within the first hour of a fall can seriously reduce how long you stay in the hospital and how bad the complications get. That fast response matters. So if you've been putting off making a plan, don't wait. Talk to someone you trust. Make it simple. And give yourself the peace of knowing you're not alone, even when you're home by yourself. Number 5, letting nutrition slide. It's really common for older adults living alone to skip meals or just grab whatever's easy, maybe a slice of bread or a frozen dinner. And over time, that can lead to bigger problems like low energy, blood sugar swings, or even malnutrition. Take Betty, for example. She's 81 and used to rely on frozen meals every day. It was fast, it was simple, but she had no idea how much sodium she was eating until her doctor mentioned it was affecting her blood pressure. That was a wake-up call, but instead of feeling overwhelmed, she made a small change. Now every Sunday, she gets together with her neighbor and they cook up a few big batches of food, soups, casseroles, even chopped salads. They divide it up, pop it in the fridge or freezer, and just like that, they've got tasty, balanced meals ready for the week. That kind of simple planning makes a huge difference. You do not need fancy recipes or expensive ingredients. A pot of soup, a tray of roasted veggies, some grilled chicken, done. Keep it easy and something you'll actually want to eat. And don't forget about hydration. As we get older, our sense of thirst can fade, so it's important to drink water regularly even if you are not thirsty. Aim for 6 to 8 cups a day. Try keeping a water bottle nearby or sipping herbal tea if that feels easier. Snacking smart can also help, especially that if you are not up for cooking much. Keep things like a handful of nuts, some sliced carrots, or a hard-boiled egg within reach. These are simple, no-cook snacks that give your body the fuel it needs. And here's a good tip to help measure portions. Use about half a cup of fruit when snacking, and try to get around 2 to 3 cups of vegetables daily. You can spread it out through the day, some in your breakfast omelet, a little in soup, maybe a side salad at dinner. Eating well does not have to be perfect, just consistent. When you give your body the right fuel, everything feels a little easier, from energy to digestion to even your mood. So take care of yourself, one small meal at a time. Number 6, ignoring mental wellness can sneak up on you. When we think about health, we often focus on our bodies, aches, digestion, sleep, but we sometimes forget how important our minds are too. Especially for older adults living alone, it's easy to overlook small changes in memory, mood, or motivation. And the tricky part is, those signs can be subtle at first. Take Sandra, for example. She's 74, lives on her own, and a few months ago, she started forgetting where she placed simple things like her keys or glasses. At first, she just laughed it off, but then it started happening more often, and she noticed how frustrated and down she was feeling. That's when her doctor suggested something simple. Try doing puzzles a few times a week and go for a daily walk. Sandra gave it a try. She now walks about 20 minutes every morning and spends some quiet time with crossword puzzles after lunch. A few months in, she says her memory feels sharper and she just feels better. It's small habits like these that can really protect your mental wellness. A short walk each day doesn't just get your heart going. It clears your head, lifts your mood, and even helps your memory stay strong. In fact, research from the Mayo Clinic found that regular physical activity can lower your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 40%. That's a big number for such a simple change. And don't forget about the little things for your mind. Brain games like Sudoku or simple puzzles just 3 times a week can keep your brain engaged. Even writing a few lines in a gratitude journal every morning can shift your focus, helping reduce anxiety and create a sense of calm. The point is, you don't need a complicated plan. You just need to stay aware of how you're feeling and act early, because when you take care of your mind, not only do you think better, you feel more like yourself. And that's something we all deserve as we age. Peace of mind, clarity, and the confidence to enjoy each day. Number 7, being too proud to ask for help. Independence is a beautiful thing. It gives us confidence, a sense of purpose, and pride in doing things on our own. But sometimes that pride can quietly turn into a risk, especially when it keeps us from asking for help when we really need it. Take George, for example. He's 85, still sharp and active. One day, the garage light went out. Instead of waiting for someone or calling a neighbor, he grabbed a stool and tried to fix it himself. Unfortunately, he lost his balance and took a hard fall. He's okay now, but it could have been much worse. Then there's Tom, his neighbor. Tom is 88, and every time he needs something lifted or changed, he simply calls his grandson. No shame in it at all. They end up laughing, sharing stories, and having a good time together. Tom gets the help he needs, and his grandson gets those little moments that become lifelong memories. So here's a gentle reminder. Asking for help is not a weakness. It's actually a smart way to take care of yourself and even strengthen your connections with others. Try making a short list of folks you can reach out to: family, neighbors, even someone from church. If you don't feel comfortable calling them every time, check out your local community services. A lot of counties offer free rides, home repairs, or even grocery delivery. And don't forget this: when you let someone help you, you're also giving them a gift. Most people feel good when they can lend a hand. You're not a burden. You're just giving someone a chance to show they care. So let go of the pride just a little. Your health and safety are always worth it. Let's quickly go over the 7 big things to watch out for when you're living on your own. First, make sure your home is set up safely. No loose rugs, poor lighting, or hard-to-reach items. Second, don't let yourself become isolated. Staying connected keeps your heart and mind strong. Third, take your medications correctly. No guessing or skipping. Fourth, always have an emergency plan. Know who to call and what to do if something unexpected happens. Fifth, eat well. Your body needs the right fuel to stay strong and sharp. Sixth, protect your mental wellness. A calm, positive mind makes everything easier. And last, do not be afraid to accept help. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Living alone doesn't mean living lonely. It can actually be one of the most empowering seasons of your life if you take care of the details. Avoiding these common mistakes helps you stay safe, stay strong, and enjoy each day with confidence and peace of mind. Let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to work on today? Share this with someone you care about who lives alone. And hit subscribe so you never miss a tip for healthy, joyful living after 70.